Hi, and welcome to my guide to Final Fantasy XIV's unique content called the Mass Carnival. The following trial is a required boss fight to continue certain parts of the Blue Mage questline, so let's get right into it. This video will be covering number 30, the Catch of the Siegfried. The fight is 3 acts long, featuring only Siegfried, with a different mechanic set for each act. In Act 1, Siegfried will start out by using Magic Drain. This creates a 30-second buff that reflects magic-based spells, so don't use them while this is up. Next, he will use Ankle Graze on you, which binds you, preventing movement. Use Exuviation to remove this, as he will follow that up with an area of effect attack called Hyperdrive. As soon as this one goes off, 3 more faster versions of Hyperdrive will follow up. Keep moving to prevent these. After that, Siegfried will jump to one side of the arena and cast Magitek Explosive. This places 8 bombs on the field that will explode after a short period of time. You will notice the save point in either far corner of the arena, so instead of going to the save point, get close to Siegfried and position yourself in either of the 2 spots shown here, so that you can get knocked back into the save zone. If you do not make it to the save zone, don't fear, you have a few moments to adjust before the bombs go off. From this point, he repeats these mechanics, so burn him down as you go. In Act 2, Siegfried changes things up a bit. Law of the Torch is a set of conal area of effects, so dodge accordingly. When you see Swift Steel start to go off, get near Siegfried and be prepared to get knocked back. Dodge the area of effects and set yourself next to the edge of the donut. Once this finishes, Siegfried will jump to your location and start using Spark Steel. Position yourself in the center of the arena while dodging the attacks that pop up. Siegfried will once again jump to your position and start using Shatter Steel, which puts 7 ice clusters in a semicircle. While dodging all of the attacks, you will want to go to the very edge of the arena where there is no ice clusters. These will eventually explode in a wide area of effect and deep freeze you if you're hit by it. In Act 3, Siegfried will start using Magic Drain again, so stick with physical spells while it's up. He not only repeats his Act 1 and 2 abilities, but also summons 3 copies of himself throughout the fight. The first copy is weak to ice attacks, the second copy is weak to wind attacks, and the third copy is weak to fire. A summoning happens when Siegfried raises his sword in the air. Be ready to engage the copies when this happens, but be wary of your area of effect attacks if Siegfried still has his reflect buffs up. The trick with these copies is they perform abilities that Siegfried himself can perform, so quickly dispatch of them before they can cause you any more grief than you can handle. Lastly, you can use the final Sting combo to finish Siegfried off at around 35% remaining HP. I will explain that more in detail shortly. So now for the spell loadout. For the purpose of Aetheric Mimicry, you have 2 options. One is to go Healer stance. I would suggest this stance if you're still new to the mechanics of this fight and are having a hard time surviving them. If you go this route, use Palm Cure as your primary healing spell. The other route is going DPS stance and using White Wind as your primary healing spell. Only use this stance if you're more comfortable with the mechanics and you wish to dish out more damage. Exuviation is your secondary heal spell for both stances, primarily to remove the bind debuff from Ankle Graze. For attack spells, your primary spell should be Abyssal Transfixion, or you can choose any physical-based spell. If you do something different, be aware of the casting time and maneuverability of the spell. To deal with the summoned Siegfried copies, bring along Ram's Voice, Mustard Bomb, and Sonic Boom for these. You can add anything else to your loadout, just be aware of what is a physical and what is a magical based spell. If you are in Aetheric Mimicry DPS stance, you can use the Final Sting combo on Act 3 Siegfried when he is at 35% remaining HP. You will start by using Off Guard on your target, use Whistle, use Tingle on the target, use Moonfoot, then use Final Sting to finish him off. This will incapacitate you, but as long as Siegfried goes down, you will still win the fight. That should cover all the important information, so with nothing further, here's how the fight looks. Once you've completed this fight, you can now begin the quest Blue Cheese, which rewards you with the level 60 Blue Mage headgear, Mask of Azuro. Also, if you've completed all the trials up to this point, you can now get the Wallachie totem for the Blue Mage raise spell, Angel Whisper, from Wayward Gahiljaw in Ul'dah. That was a lot to take in, but I hope you gleaned enough information to clear this difficult trial. So, for now, I bid you farewell, see you in the next video, and as always, thanks for watching.